This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Barinas, Venezuela, a renowned 3-division.
Well, I hope you brought high hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Punch, counter punch. Considering we're outside in this sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Perfect counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They exchange punches. Missing with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been... On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Defense is not an option for these two. He threw a punch and just got countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that. There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Only catching air with that hook. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Linares in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Solid punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Right hook just missed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. Well, we know you've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? On to the 5th we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just misses with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. At this, let's start the sixth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook doesn't score. Does not score. A perfect counter lands. This fight has a real good flow to it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that lap. Here we go, it's round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The Venezuelan is rocked. Somehow weathered the storm.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You just gotta be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's gonna be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Left uppercut doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. missing that. Round 8, and we're off again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. Barrera might be going down. Marco Antonio Barrera is on the canvas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow-mo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting...
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. A pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's...